My name's Aaron. Welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic. Today I'm viewing Desert Moroccan. I'm not even going to try it. This is £99 for 50ml. This is powerful, sensual, pure. Lying on the bed, watching the moon rising over the sandy hills of the Sahara Desert, he dreamt of a fragrance of the Moroccan night. The top notes are coriander and cumin, carefully blended with petitgrain. A warm heart note with rock rose and a hint of jasmine. Dry cedar woods and vetiver, brilliantly joined on a fine ambergris background. Right, so I don't like petitgrain. I've just removed it from Slut actually. It gives a bitter feel. And yeah, not so good when I got a litre of it, but hey ho, never mind. This says it contains jasmine and ambergris, and ambergris is really hard to detect. It's also outrageously expensive. I do use it, so we'll see. Do we have our fragrance samples? Are we engaged with our higher self? Let's get testing. So one comment, why do I need to spray it so much? Because I need to make sure that I activate my brain. And to do that, I need to saturate my arm. I need to get it into my brain. I'm not doing one spray and then in particularly going out to enjoy it. I'm reviewing it, so I need to make sure I do this accurately, and the way to accurately is to saturate my brain. It's really interesting. Yes, this is, yes, I've never smelled something like this before. So the thing I'm picking up is a tiny bit herbaceous, which is the vetiver. And vetiver is a green, dark greeny brown, thick, resinous. I really don't like it. I like it in stuff, but I don't like it. I don't really like it smelling it. It's not particularly nice, but you can detect it. It gives sort of a green, dense feel to it. There's some sweetness, and there's some slight aniseedy notes. And this do give sweetness. So this to me smells very, very well crafted. This, absolutely straight off. Coriander and cumin are brilliantly placed in, it's not too much, not too little, but it gives a slight spicy feel to the fragrance. There's Lyryl in this, and that will be removed, so next year this will change slightly. The Lyryl note is butaphenyl methyl propanoate, and you can't use it anymore because of it has quite a lot of sensitivity data, and the quite interestingly, Lyryl is very cheap. It's a brilliant cheap white floral clean compound, and the actual alternative is really, really expensive, and there are lots of alternatives made it from other floral notes to give us that feel to it. They're much, much more expensive, and so yes, petitgrain is really, really well done in this. So this is really excellently done. The jasmine is really good quality jasmine, and it is combined with some aroma chemicals in there to give support, because jasmine's really, really prohibited. I think it's at 0.25%. And the way to work with jasmine is to use jasmine raw materials to help to extend jasmine and give a really good jasmine feel. And I would hope all good perfumers can make a really excellent rose accord, jasmine accord, fruit accord, oud accord. This is just what, if you're developing perfume, what you should be spending all your time doing is making accords, because perfumery is all about accords. There are some lovely benzoyl notes in this, which give an oriental feel. This is absolutely oriental, and this has actually got trace amounts, so I'd think of some animal notes in there to give that sort of oriental feel. There is some Ianoni compounds which are very dry, so this has some dryness going through it, and it's a white one. I can't remember what it's called. It's a white floral dry note. I should go into these more pred, but I never know what's going to be in it. The oak moss and sandalwood combined with all of it is really lovely, but this has lots of lightness to it, so this has been really well done. On to my final thoughts. This is really excellent, fantastic, clever perfumery that is absolutely worth the money. So I'm going through Muxu. Technically, it is brilliant, superb naturals placed upon aroma chemicals, some lovely musks and some animal notes. It's really exquisite raw materials chosen very, very well. The price, it is so worth the price for this. So it is perfect. And it is clever because you are manipulating a lot of aroma chemicals to smell very natural, and that I think is the best type of perfumery. When you think, oh, this is very natural, but it contains a lot of aroma chemicals, and to do that is really difficult. It's what people struggle with, I think. Do I like it? No. I don't like it at all, actually. It's absolutely not for me. For me, it feels a little bit too fluffy. There's a fluffiness to it, and if you have it, you know what I mean. It's like there's a fluffiness with the herbaceous green notes at the top, combined with white floral notes. I don't like it at all, actually, but I think it's excellent. But it is just not for me. How would I improve upon it? I would, for this, I would smash in some filth. And filth, my filter chord is darkness. Heaviness. But then it wouldn't be this fragrance, would it? If I sort of got my hands on it and twisted it and made it a filthy bitch of a fragrance. I think it's the citronella, actually. I don't like. I think it's quite hot, dominant in citronella, limonol, combined with the herbaceous notes. That is what I don't like. It is sort of a little bit too green and a little bit too floral as the top note. It's got phenethyl alcohol in there as well, so it's got all that, and that's why I'm not liking it. It sort of just feels a little bit too green and slightly too aroma chemical for my liking. I would like to see the aroma chemicals soften slightly and some naturals pushed into it. This would be brilliant with some rose in it, and I'm not detecting ambergris. I think it's very nice. I think this is absolutely not suitable for the vast majority of people out there. This to me does smell sort of Middle Eastern, so I think if you particularly enjoy Middle Eastern fragrances, I think that you will very much like this. This is not for me at all, and I really want to wash my hand, actually, because of the green notes combined with the phenethyl alcohol, citronella, limonene, all that sort of stuff. I just really don't like. It's sort of too top heavy and not enough base in it, and I think if it was the patchouli needs to be really amped up into it, and some sort of more sort of heavy musks pushed into it, and I think I would sort of like it a little more. I'm going to say the mark's at 7 out of 10. The price is phenomenal. Technically, it's really good. But for me, I love Oriental fragrances massively. And this could do with some fruit compounds in it, actually. So this is missing out some sweetness. And the mescone would be brilliant in this. Those sort of like plummy, fruity compounds would be just beautiful in it. And it's missing out some sweetness in it, actually. It's just a little bit too dry and a little bit too floral, but not with weight and with sweetness to it. So I'm going to sit it at a 7 out of 10, but I think it is fabulous, and I think if you like it, I think that this is something where the projection is also really good, actually. So the projection is really good, the longevity will be quite good. I think it sits dead on sort of unisex, actually. I think any sex could wear this, but as I said, I think it is suitable for, I think if you smelt it and you loved it, you love that sort of dry, citrus, herbaceous sort of thing, but for me, it is not for me. So hope you love that review. Thumbs up and subscribe. More fascinating, interesting content, excited unicornness, and lots of reviews. I hope you're staying safe and well, and I'll see you soon.